Hello, this is part 3 of the pegboard toy assembly project. In this part, we will make a triangular peg, a triangular cutout, and we will assemble the mallet as well. So open up to Inventor, and we're going to start a new part. We're standard.ipt. And to draw the triangular peg, we're first going to place line segments for the base of the triangle as well as the height of the triangle. So I want the base, and then I'm going to dimension it to 1 inch. Go back to line. And in order to ensure that I'm drawing my line height right in the center of this base segment, I'm going to put my mouse along, and it's yellow now, and when it turns green, that means it's the center point. So it turned green, click once to start the segment, click again, dimension that to 1 inch. And now we can go back to line and connect the top to one side of the base and the top to the other side of the base. Can finish the sketch. We'll go to extrude. I want this peg to be similar to my other pegs, and I'm going to extrude both halves. 3-inch extrusion. And now you can first change the material and then change the color. Orange is nice, so File, Save As, triangular peg. I'll call it 2 because I had made one earlier today. Say save. Now we need to go back and modify the pegboard toy to have a triangular cutout so that we can place this peg. Go to iPro, open, and you want to open your pegboard toy assembly with the ends. So we want to modify this purple piece. It's purple in my example. So you can double click. Once you double click, you see the browser shows you what you're able to edit. So you want to edit the sketch that had the circular and square cutout, which for me is embedded in Extrusion 2. So I click the plus sign, and then I'm going to right click the sketch and edit that sketch. Turn the view cube around. Okay. So I want to go back and modify my horizontal alignment dimensions. The horizontal alignment dimensions will provide space horizontally for the triangular peg. So I'm going to double click this figure, and instead of divided by 3, I'm going to change it to divided by 4, which will make room for our extra feature. And I'm going to double click this one. Instead of divided by 3, I'm going to change it to divided by 4. And then I can finish my sketch. They didn't move, so go up to this top bar and click Global Update, and they will move. I'm going to go back to sketch 2 to edit and make the triangular cutout. I'm going to make the triangular cutout just like I made the triangular peg, with a base of 1 inch and then a height of 1 inch, and remember to put the height directly in the middle. And then make the triangle complete. And then I can space the triangle cutout. I need to make sure that the base of the triangle to the edge of the tabletop is 1 inch, which it already is for me. And then the center height line of the triangle to the edge of the tabletop should be 5.75 divided by 2. Can finish the sketch. Now it still didn't cut out that feature, so we need to go back to extrude. Use this button to edit the extrusion. Click profile, and then click both halves of the triangle and click the green check mark. Excellent. Click the global update button again and the return button over here. There we go. We're ready to go to place and to find our triangular peg. Click once to place it, click escape to get out of that. Now I'm going to go to constrain, and I'm going to move around so I can click and select this face to that, apply. Now I want to mate this face. This is where it can get tricky, because you want to get the correct faces applied. So I mate constrained 2 faces of the triangular peg, and I see that each of my pegs is moving properly. Remember to ground the pegboard table piece so that this doesn't move. All right. So ensure you save this, and we can go on to our mallet. Say yes to all, and then okay. So you're going to go to iPro, new, and we want a new part. We're standard.ipt for the mallet head. Going to start a new sketch. And please see the instructions for the dimensions of the mallet head. We're all set there. So we're going to start with this shape, and here are the dimensions. So it's like a rectangle with 2 circles dimensioned. The rectangle should be 3 by 0.875, and these circular features should be spaced appropriately. So consult that for dimensions. Let's start with rectangle and dimension height of 3. This should be 0.875. We're going to add some circle features and then dimension these circle features. 0.3 should work well. And now space the top edge to the center of the circle. Should be 0.5. Bottom edge to center of the circle, 0.5. Now we're going to go to the trim function. We're going to click on that and that to get it to go away. Click on the right part of the circle and then this. So when we finish our sketch, we should see, I think that's just part of the dimensioning, we'll see. Let's go to revolve, click the left side of that sketch you drew, and there's our mallet head. The instructions say to place a 1/16 inch chamfer on each end. So chamfer, click this end, click that end. I think that's 1/16. If not, to double check, we can do 1/16. All right. Next is making a hole for the mallet handle. We're going to click on this origin plus sign next to origin, and it says to place it on the YZ plane. I'm going to place a work plane. Click the YZ plane, and then click click again, and there's the work plane. So what I did was selected plane, then went to the plus sign next to origin, clicked on the YZ plane, and then clicked to place the plane. Then create a sketch. I'm going to place a point, and I'm going to move my mouse along these features to ensure that I'm placing the point in the center. Finish sketch. Go to your hole function. And again, consult these for the specifics. So we want 0.875 inch drill depth, 0.625 inch tap depth, 5/8 of an inch size, and 5/8-11 designation for the screw threads. So let's see if we can get all that. So I want to click this first, down here for this tapped hole. Then this was 0.875. This was 0.625. This, I don't remember, let's see. 0.625, 5/8-11. 0.625, 5/8-11. This changed up here, so let's change that back to 0.675. Is that right? Doesn't look right. 0.625. And let's say OK and see what it looks like. And there's my threads inside. We can right click on the work plane and check visibility. And now we're ready. You see your threads, and we're ready to create the mallet handle. So iPro, save as, mallet head. I'm going to create a new part for the mallet handle. The mallet handle five-eighths inch in diameter and 8-inch long. Five divided by 8. Extrude to 8 inches long. It says to place a 0.0625 chamfer on both ends. And then select thread and place threads on one end. Thread. What kind of threads do we want? We want 5/8 threads. 5/8 doesn't seem to be there, so I guess 3/4 is close enough. Or it might be in here. Huh. There we go. File, save as, mallet handle.